The Fenris in Steel Hunters is a nuker, a heavy damage dealer that's supposed to drop enemy health very quickly. And for that he has a number of options available, from the main attack over to the ultimate with the F later. And if the enemy stands still and takes all those hits to the critical spots, the damage output is pretty significant. And that is exactly what a nuker does. So what's up, friends? This is Manni and welcome to Steel Hunters right here. Back with my friend Mirox. We're in a duo squad and we're doing some action together. He's got the razor side robot, good all-rounder, and I'm running the Fenris, sorry, that I've already made a video about earlier. And I also just made a video about the Ursus tank. So if you haven't yet seen it, check it out in the top right corner or the recent videos here on the channel. And stay tuned and subscribe if you want to see more Steel Hunters content. So here with this Ursus, now I'm confusing it. With the Fenris, I can shoot from afar and do much more damage than my enemy does in most situations. There are exceptions. Of course, the sniper mech will out-damage you when you do it from far away, but in short range, you can still dish out more damage than most other mechs can, at least with a regular weapon, that is. And when you have the F ability unlocked at level 3, then you'll be getting a super powerful ultimate at your disposal. And that is some sort of magnetic or electric sphere that you launch towards the enemy and that you can actually steer as well. However, be aware, while you're steering it, you're not really moving around very fast, and you're not firing with your weapons at the same time. You're literally just steering the sphere. So it's a little bit tricky. You have to find the right moment for it. There is not such a thing as always the right time to use that. I'm using it here and it was the excellent time because I wasn't getting shot, and look how he's dropping health. From almost full to almost completely one-hit kill, just with the sphere that I steered after him. And now, unfortunately though, the weakness of the Fenris comes in. It's the rockets colliding with pretty much anything. Every tree, every building, everything is going to be in the way. So if you're going to try and one-shot somebody who's low on health, chances are your weapons are going to get stuck on everything. Okay, so while the weapon is great for dealing damage at medium range, it is not so great at doing it from a side cover. And did you see that? That is so lame, man. I would have just one-hit killed him from behind with the melee attack, but as soon as I performed the melee hit, it offset me from the enemy out of range and my swing goes nowhere. Wow, that sucked. And that happens quite a bit. So certainly something that Wargaming is gonna work out. Don't worry about it. It's probably gonna get fixed with a soon to come upgrade or update. But right now this happens quite a bit and it's very annoying because it would have been a lot of damage. And then this happens, right? But you see, even the damage here against the drones, when you just do the full critical hit damage, it is substantial. And remember that these regular grenade attacks or rockets that you fire, they have a splash radius. So you don't have to perfectly hit those spots to do the critical hit and the red-orange numbers for increased damage, right? And there are some more drones somewhere that were firing at us from somewhere. Hold on. They're there in the corner. Okay. I didn't see that while I was playing it. And now there is the Weaver robot who activated his machine gun. And it's very, very damaging. And you have to take care of his... Get out of there. Right? Best thing to do is just let him activate the ability, hide behind cover, recharge your health, and then come in from behind. Here my sphere didn't really do too much damage. 2,000 upon explosion and another like 500 with one additional hit. But he's still rocking that massive machine gun, dude. And every time I try to expose myself to attack him, he's punishing me so hard with it. So it looked like his ability was still running with that mad, powerful gun. Now it's finally over and I can actually come in and drop him. But you really have to wait out that ability. If he's got that ultimate ready, he's just gonna delete you from the game so quick, it's gonna make your head spin. But once it's over, he can be attacked. And basically all you gotta do is just stall the time, make him activate it, just hide, wait it out, and then come and drop him, right? So the Ursus being a nuker, the Weaver is also a nuker, right? Those are the types of mechs that do heavy type of damage. You could kind of even count the sniper into that category as well. However, he's not really doing that damage per second or that damage per minute. The DPS is just not as high, but you can do safe damage from afar and very good damage too. So could be counted as a nuker in some way, but I would rather describe him as a sniper because you really don't want to stand in front of an actual nuker with that sniper, right? And that spirit, it's a different class in my opinion. And the Ursus is a massive tank that's supposed to tank the damage even from nukers. And look at just that damage. Holy smokes, man. I just nuked the living crap out of him, and now I'm using the Q ability to get close. Unfortunately, my melee swipe didn't quite reach him. That would have been just legendary, coming out of that blink and just instantly killing him with a one-hit short range swipe. That would have been fantastic. Unfortunately, like, I needed to be 1 meter closer. But it was good. It was a good attempt and almost worked. And you see that damage is crazy that these rockets are doing. Also, Fenris has a decent amount of health. He's not too wimpy, but as you see here at this range, it's very difficult to make good hits. And even if you do hit, chances of hitting a weak spot at that range, very limited and small. However, I was able to do it without any big problems because I wasn't getting shot. Mirox got shot and he was able to just tank it with his shield. And here we go. You have to slightly pre-aim the target, but when they move like this, it's very predictable and it's actually easy to do that. Alright, so we still have both abilities ready and I'm launching it. For some weird reason though, it barely did a thing about him. It hit him straight in the face and he did not care. He like took almost no damage. It's probably because I switched to the version of that ability that does the majority of its damage while flying past the enemy rather than actually exploding on him, but I still expected a little more from that. Anyways, we're dropping them both now. They're trying to play a little stationary. That is not the ideal way to do this. But one thing I keep noticing is when I shoot the sniper at short range, I don't seem to be able to score the critical hits against them. You see this all the time throughout this video. Whenever I shoot that sniper bot, I just can't seem to score critical hits. Maybe you can only do it from behind with the rockets. I'm a little bit surprised about this because clearly there are red marked weak spots on the front that I can see, but when I shoot them, and even if I try different ones, I don't ever seem to be scoring these critical hits. So that's a little surprising. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. Maybe it's another bug, or maybe I just haven't found the right spot to hit just yet. Frickin' drones, get out of there. I hate those drones because I know there's going to be players coming and I don't want to lose my shield to a stupid drone, an NPC. But sometimes you just gotta do it, especially when you're at the end in the extraction zone, so to speak. But yeah, so we have the Colossus ready. So we got one, and let's get ready to activate that, okay? There's the enemy coming. 2 dots are appearing, and he's coming close, and then right in front of him I convert to the thing, and boom! Short range attack. Right in the face, dude. Oh man, it would have been perfect here to use the spear, but I messed it up. And there's the other guy. Look at him, dude. He's just trying to book it. And I threw the spear, but I missed because I'm not really too familiar with the Colossus weapons just yet. But he's trying to book it, dude. And I can just dash after him or just run. And boom, 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 boom. Yo, run, my friend, run! With my 5,000 HP shield and 23,000 armor below. Have fun trying to book it. Hey man, that is so cool. Alright, so, last man standing, we did it. And the Colossus made it. My friend was running the Trench Walker, actually. It wasn't the Razor Sight. We were switching up. He was sometimes running the Razor Sight, and sometimes he was running the Trench Walker for a support healer. And here we have 2 more enemies fighting from a distance, and we're gonna go around them and flank them. Are we? I think so. So this guy is gonna launch his shield anytime soon. And once that happens, yep, here he launched the shield, the barrier. I can't bypass that, but I can run around it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm coming from the side, basically just outmaneuvering that shield, and then we're gonna do some damage from the side. Boom, boom, boom. When I hit those sweet red spots, the damage is basically doubled, and it's so devastating for the enemy. Also from behind here, This is not... Oh, come on. Really? And he hit me with his melee attack. Come on, dude. Alright, I'm just moving through him, fool around with him, but he was really quick on his aim to correct that. Anyways, there wasn't really anything that could have gone wrong. Like, we could not die here. That was so safe. But at the same time, I kind of wish I had hit him with my melee attack. It's so annoying when you, like, stand 1 meter too far away and just, like, whoosh. And he's gonna be like, yeah, now, and I'm gonna hit you now. Pats! Alright. Guard drone. Always get them when you can. When there's no other enemies nearby, just make sure to avoid getting hit by the rocket barrage that they fire from up top. And then enjoy all those kits and bonies that they drop. Alright, we're moving over to the other side. And I decided I wanted to play this super aggressively. This is how I enjoy playing, right? I want to kind of be the one taking down every single other player. I'm not this type of guy who just, you know, powers himself up against NPCs and then waits it out at the end and then just makes the final shot after 2 teams clashed. No, I want to be that guy getting the kills, okay? And in that spirit, we're leaving the hunting grounds that we were assigned to from the game system and instead moving to the other hunting ground that undoubtedly other players are getting assigned to, right? So they're going to be hunting drones and equipment right over there. So I pretty much know, almost guaranteed, that players will be there in that zone. And without big surprises, there is the enemy Orsos tank already, and I'm doing a bit of damage from the side and just basically dropping his shield. It helps me out later. For now, that is just shield damage only. And I'm moving up further because I want to push the enemy, and here is the razor sight from him, his buddy, and we're doing some extra damage here as well, dropping that shield too. Now, they're both in one location. I wish I had my my nice area damage ready right now, but it isn't ready. It's on cooldown. But still, you see, with them having this tiny corridor to fight in, there's really not much avoiding of my shots. And boom, there goes the first one. I'm really low myself, right? And I'm going to activate the repair kits and come in to hunt the second, the Orsos, which again is a really massive tank with a shotgun. Dangerous. But together we can take him on, no problem. And boom, there you go. Aggression can pay off in this game very well. It can also go wrong. You can end up in a 2v1, like 2 teams, like somehow focusing you and you're in between. That's when aggression is wrong placed. But typically I like being the one that puts the pressure on. Just like the enemy team does with me right now. I was running through the map, looking where they are, and they actually caught me from behind and attacked me. And interestingly, both of them are playing the razor sight. So apparently it is possible to play the same robot or mech in a squad of 2 players. Both can play the same. And they're playing them really well. And that gives me an idea. Mirox, I know you're going to watch this video. That's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do double razor sight as a squad, okay? Because these mechs with their constant shield pops and everything, I believe they are really, really strong in a duel. So I was able to get one of them out, but the second guy just had the advantage in the end after they dropped my teammate together. And I need to use my repair kit. And also, once again, in the same round, after I'm using my repair kit, I'll be using the F special. And I don't understand, it just deals no damage whatsoever. Yeah, and I feel like here I switched to the one that's supposed to now explode on impact with a lot of damage. That's this one here. But it doesn't seem to explode with that much damage, and yeah, maybe it was his shield that ate all the damage. In any case, this duo is really powerful, and we're gonna do that next, so stay tuned, my friends. Hopefully you had a good time watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Manni signing off. Bye-bye, my friends.